Alrighty then. So now we're going to do the wire install now on the demo. So normally Team Executor have these fancy colored wires. I don't really use that shit because personally I hate it. It only makes your Xbox look super gay, my opinion. So I'm just going to run. Oh, I also forgot the kiosk wire, which is basically this one here, next to the thing. Let's make sure this thing functions. Right, this kiosk wire here, K wire. So we're just going to add a little hint of flux here. And we're just going to add a little bit of flux here and a little bit of soda on the pin header to make sure it's functioning. Let's begin wiring, shall we? So, what I normally use is basically this wire. Kind of wire. Plenty here, so I'll just cut through the bullshit and just get to the point. So, first to begin with, we have to sort of better pretend the point. So we have to pre-tin, basically. Come on. Right. Sorry about that. I'm a little far. Kind of annoys me most of the time. So we have to pin CRN point. So we are looking at CRN, SBR. Now some people don't want to use flux here. Right, but what happened is that as a professional solder, as a professional technician who knows the solder, this already has rosin and it helps, so you don't need to add any excess flux. It's only noobs that have to use flux on it, right? Anyhow, RX. We also have to do number 4, which is RB. And last but not least, K wire, which is basically X7, XB, sorry. That, and also the sync. No, sorry, not the XB, this here, X7, my bad. Right? And also the sync. Right? You also have to do ground, 5 volts. You can also wire up your NAND to the Xbox. So as you can see for yourself, that's how it looks. Good. So we're going to start with start off with the RB wire. So let me get a scissors. Nippers. This will work. This will work just fine. Right here. Great. Because what happened is that we're going to tin this one. So we're just going to add, clean this tip a little bit. Nice. So we're going to do RB. So this is this point right here. And I will pinch. Take your wire. Line them up very quickly. You just simply like that. Then we run it to here. We're done now. Turn off the insulation. And when you find it's a little too dry, then you apply a little bit of flux. Again, we just turn off the insulation. Voila. Carefully, pull it, a little twist. There you go. That's the RB point for the salt bridge. Right? Now, K wire. The blue wire, especially, in the diagram, which is SPR, now, normally some people will be all fancy and run it all fancy wiring. I prefer to do the straight method. Runs way more easier. So, hope you all could see it, because I'm trying to monitor it as well, how I'm doing the installation. And it's very fast, very sorry, but I have no help with camera work. So I have to practically improvise to get the shit to work. So now is number 1, which is SBR. Number 1 is practically the third point on here, which is this. So you simply run your wire all the way to SBR right here, like that. So I just take some flux, simply run. See how helpful that smoke fuse thing is? Flatten him up, little twist, wriggle, and comes up. Now I know a lot of these team executors, nut huggers, will be like, oh, you're doing it wrong, you're supposed to use the wires that come with the demon, and blah 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 blah. Ah, fuck it, shut up, shut up. It's a piece of electronic device for once, for crying out loud. It's not like if it's made out of gold. Anyhow, so the left here is number 2, and the right here is number 3. So we're going to do number 3 as we're still on this bank. No, as a matter of fact, we'll do number 2. So number 2, which is here. Nice little connection there. This is the RX point. So we just run it like that to here. You know, a lot of people say, well, I have no problems with the demon wires. The demon wires work good. Yeah, well, that's your cup of tea. This is my cup of tea. I'm a kind of wire man, man. I had no problems with these installments since PlayStation 2 days, and it works ever since. Alright, hello again. Sometimes sort of look dry, so you had to know to control it, you know? So just do nice little clean, right? And it's in, right? So just simply hold, a little wriggle, voila, he's up. I'll use a different piece of wire now. You're not going to say waste nut, what nut? I always have scraps of these wires, right? So, get a little clip. Now, we will do, that number I've done is number 2. So I'm just going to do is number 3, yeah. So you just line up, tack. Make sure you have a nice coating of soda. And that one up there is number what? This is number 2. This is number 3. Number 3 is the TX point. Ooh, I have forgotten you. Tip. Right? And we'll just roll up in. Tack here. No. Take a little bit of the flux, because you don't want it dry. Sorry about that, boys. I'm a perfectionist. Good. Let me just get a little blade, because you don't want this wire to be in contact with the device. Okay, so we just give it a little flux again. There's a little dry spot on the side here. You want this to be coated. Just fine. Voila! Right, so your 3 points here has been installed. Now, we're going to do sync wire, which is here. So, as you can see, install perfectly. So you just have to do install here for the sync wire, voltage and ground, and that's pretty much it. So we are going to get the wires right now. So that's the time where I use the wires provided. Normally I have spares, but I don't have spares. We gotta work it. Wait a minute. Could use this as well, but yeah. Okay. Now, oops, that is my stand to hold for the how you call it thing. I think I'll raise it up because I had a second demon here. Oh my god. So hope y'all can see it better now. Oh yeah, you've seen it real good. This is the cable for the thing. This is the header and stuff. So I'm going to use the wires from this now. Just the ground and the voltage wire. Whatever. Come on. Come on. Come on, you piece of shit. Fuck it. Anyhow. Ground. Right. Voltage. And everything else could kiss my ass. I don't care. Anyhow. So we'll put this on the side. We'll use these on the side. So we'll just rest right here. Nice. Okay. So we're gonna do sync wire, which goes on pin 13, not 19. I'm very sorry, guys. Pin 13, which is here. So you just put your tin of soda here. Get your soda wire. Have your iron prepared, prepped. Give it a nice little clean. Let it heat a little bit and a little bit of feeding, and voila. That is how you clean iron. No. Could have used this. Yes, I can. Okay. So the hair is already thin. Just line the wire up. That. See how fast it goes up? It sort of on there. It's called skill, baby. That's called skill. Alright, unfortunately we can't use this wire. This wire has an epoxy on it also. So we're going to use fresh wire right here. So once again, pull out the tip. Good. And then we're just going to run wire here. Okay, so we're going to run it to the sink, which is basically the sink button here, sink wire. Now, I understand I missed out a few points, but we'll get to that as soon as possible. Right now, it's just to get this thing installed, out of here. Because this person wants his Xbox as soon as possible. Twisty twist twist. Okay. Now we could manipulate this wire all over the place to make sure that they're in contact. Now we have to do K wire. No. K wire is right by the 5-volt point, which is right here. So we take a piece of cotton wire again. This very carefully. Tap right here. Right here. Goes right here. Simple. And we're done. As I said, everybody has a different method in how to install. This is my method I preferred. Some many don't like it. I don't care, because I never like yours. Other than that, that's about good. Right? So, we have installed practically everything. So, it's just the 5 volts and the ground. Now, the ground wire has how it's very small, point from here to here, which is just like from here to there. What we do is just cut it from here. So we have extra ground for something else. So this is what I normally do, especially when I get wires like this. A little bit of flux. We're going to burn the insulation off by just doing a simple once it reaches that temperature, just hold. That's my method. Feel free to comment on my method or your method and how you just remove insulation, and I'll be glad to entertain it. Then we tin it. Like that. So now we just take ground wire very carefully. Let it flow. Don't worry, you have to bite a little pain because we're dealing with heat, you know? And we're just carefully lining it. Never hold the iron in your hand, by the way, because you could, well, when you're moving wiring and that kind of thing, never hold it. You damage yourself real bad. No. Add a little more solder to the tip. Ready? Just hold here. Simple. Rest. Heat. Until it goes down. Raise there, so just add a little bit of flux. That's why I have a habit of sucking a lot of goddamn soda. That's one thing about copper. It absorbs the heat. Burns your hands like a mofo. Anyhow. Okay, so we're just going to straighten this wire up now. See, this is why I don't like Team Executor wires. Because it's, for me, it's shit. Line in here. So you gotta cut this chunk off. Speaking of chunk, where did I rest that ground wire? Here we go. This here is for the pin header. Okay, so here's what I normally do. Start from here and stretch all the way to here. So we're already folded here. A little snippy snip snip. Right here. Add some flux. Flux is a friend. As we almost run out of time. Right, let me take some more flux, apply it. There you go. So now you just take this point here, which you soldered, this line, right, so we just take some flux again. Yeah. Just line it in. And we're done. And this is the final install of the demon. Okay, so we're going to take some what you call hot glue, clean it up off, apply a dab right here to hold this wire in place. So we'll just do that here. So simply make a blob right there. Just rest the wire right over it, slide it across. And then you and there you go. So complete install. More footage coming right up.